Teshi, and this is Barnes & Noble Tagged. Do you find yourself walking around like this? Aching to read, but bookless because you've already burned through all the best-selling beach reads? Well, this is the perfect time to catch up on the classics. The books you've always wanted to read or thought you should. We've tagged the top 5 classics sold at Barnes & Noble this year. So, check them out. Coming in at number 5, John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. Published in 1937, it's the tragic story of the complicated bond between George Milton and Lenny Small, 2 migrant laborers in Central California. Though Steinbeck once called it a little book, Of Mice and Men continues to have a big impact, illuminating what the writer called the tragic miracle of consciousness for readers through the years. Number 4 is Lord of the Flies by Nobel Prize-winning author William Golding. The 1954 allegory explores the idea that culture created by man is doomed via the story of a group of British schoolboys stranded on an island who try to rule themselves, with disastrous results. Number 3 belongs to the Orwellian classic 1984. George Orwell's final novel is the story of one man's struggle against the menacing state power known as Big Brother. The phrase, "Big Brother is watching you," was coined in the book as a warning to readers of a future that may include a government dictating nearly every aspect of human life. The novel's political satire remains as relevant today as when first published in 1949. At number 2, worth reading time and time again, F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. First published in 1925, The Great Gatsby is widely considered his greatest novel, set during an era coined by Fitzgerald as the Jazz Age. It is the timeless story of Jay Gatsby's love for Daisy Buchanan and, ultimately, the fallibility of the American dream. Okay, hold on to your bookmarks. Coming in at number 1, a book that's always on the list of must-read classics. Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice is a humorous story of love and life among English gentility during the Georgian era. This carefully crafted novel offers a glimpse at the mores of a specific period while addressing the complexities of love, honor, and responsibility that still intrigue us today. And next, perhaps a classic in the making, you are going to hear it here first. Our fellow booksellers here at Barnes & Noble have just selected the latest must-read from Barnes & Noble Recommends, our program featuring the most unput-downable new book. Here it is, The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, written by Marianne Schaefer and Annie Barrows, an aunt and niece team. The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society takes place immediately after World War II. Journalist Juliet Ashton begins receiving letters from inhabitants of Guernsey Island off the south coast of England. Captivated by their stories, she sets sail for Guernsey, and what she finds will change her forever. Here's how bookseller Ann Sajoka of Wheaton, Illinois describes the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. She says, clear your calendars and take your phone off the hook because you won't want to be interrupted once you start this book. Now, if that doesn't describe unput-downable, I don't know what does. If you want to know more about this book or one of our other selections, go to bn.com/recommends. We want to know which of today's bestsellers you think is destined to be a classic, still relevant 200 years from now. Go to bn.com/tagged and cast your vote. We'll let you know the results next week. Last week, we asked you, who is your favorite thriller series hero? The majority of you said Gabriel Allon of the Daniel Silva novels. Here's to a classic summer of reading from all of us at Barnes & Noble Tagged. See you next time.